Nice that you are looking at Fortnight. Don't forget to subscribe. Fortnight is a song by the American singer-songwriter Taylor Swift featuring the American rapper and singer Post Malone. It was written by the artists alongside Jack Antonoff, who produced it with Swift. Fortnight is a 1980s-inspired down-tempo electropop, synth-pop, and new wave ballad built around a steady, pulsing synth bass line, leading to a concluding bridge featuring Swift and Malone's vocal harmonies. The lyrics describe an emotionally impactful romance that lasts for 2 weeks. A woman in an unhappy marriage rekindles with a married ex-lover, and the two vow to escape to Florida. Republic Records released Fortnight as the lead single from Swift's 11th studio album, The Tortured Poets Department, on April 19, 2024. Reviews mostly praised the vocal chemistry between Swift and Malone, but some found the composition weak and bland. At the 67th Annual Grammy Awards, Fortnight was nominated for Song of the Year and Record of the Year. The song broke the record for the highest single-day streams on Spotify and peaked atop the Billboard Hot 100 in the United States, the Billboard Global 200 chart, and the charts in Australia, Canada, Malaysia, New Zealand, the Philippines, Singapore, the United Arab Emirates, and the United Kingdom. Swift directed the music video for Fortnight, whose black and white cinematography was handled by Rodrigo Prieto. In the video, Swift plays a mentally deranged patient portrayed in Victorian Gothic fashion who mourns a past relationship and relives its memories. It stars her and Malone as lovers, and Ethan Hawke and Josh Charles as mad scientists experimenting on her. Among the accolades that the video received were 5 wins, including Video of the Year at the 2024 MTV Video Music Awards, Best Video at the 2024 MTV Europe Music Awards, Best Music Video at the 32nd Camerimage Festival, and a Best Music Video nomination at the 67th Annual Grammy Awards. Taylor Swift developed her 11th original studio album, The Tortured Poets Department, immediately after finishing her previous album Midnights, 2022. She continued working on The Tortured Poets Department while embarking on the Eras Tour in 2023. Amidst media reports on her personal life, including a breakup after a long-term relationship with Joe Alwyn and a short-lived romantic linking with Matty Healy, Swift announced The Tortured Poets Department at the 66th Annual Grammy Awards on February 4, 2024, and unveiled the track listing via social media the following day. Fortnight is the opening track on the album, and Post Malone is the featured artist. Swift brought the track to Malone's home studio in Los Angeles, and he recorded his background vocals and additional hooks for the bridge. During an interview with Zane Lowe for Apple Music One in February 2024, Malone said that he had not heard the full song. Fortnight was released as the lead single of The Tortured Poets Department on April 19, 2024, concurrently with the album's release. Swift unveiled the cover artwork via social media. It is a grayscale photograph of Swift resting her cheek on a closed fist and Malone gazing into the camera with his hands clasped. Republic Records sent Fortnight to contemporary hit and hot adult contemporary radio in the United States, and Universal Music promoted it on radio airplay in Italy. The track was made available for purchase as a limited-time CD single through Swift's online store in the United States, Ireland, the United Kingdom, Germany, and Switzerland. A remix by Blonde-ish was released on May 21, and an acoustic version and a remix by Cults followed on July 8, 2024. Starting from the Eras Tour shows in May 2024 in Paris, Swift revamped the set list to include songs from the Tortured Poets Department, including Fortnight, for the performance of Fortnight. The stage featured a TTPD, emblazoned bed and dancers dressed as nurses. Swift sang the song as she sat on a typewriter, across from a dancer, and the bed, which also resembled an office desk, moved across the stage. Swift and Malone wrote Fortnight with Jack Antonoff, who programmed the track and played acoustic guitar, electric guitar, the Juno, the M1, drums, and percussion. Sean Hutchinson played additional drums, which were recorded by himself and Michael Riddleberger at Hutchinson Sounds in Brooklyn. Malone's vocals were recorded and produced by Louis Bell at Electric Feel Studios in Los Angeles. Fortnight was produced by Swift and Antonoff. Recorded by Laura Sisk and Oli Jacobs at Conway Recording Studios in Los Angeles and Electric Lady Studios in New York City, and mixed by Serban Genia at Mixstar Studios in Virginia Beach. At 3 minutes and 48 seconds, Fortnight is a 1980s-influenced down-tempo ballad. Critics described its genre as electropop, synth pop, and new wave. Its subtle electronic production is instrumented by a pulsing synth bassline generated by 8-bit synth plucks that repeat every 8 bars. Swift sings the verses in a monotone and the refrain's lyric, "I love you, it's ruining my life," features her vocals being echoed back by Malone's subdued singing. Towards the concluding bridge, Malone and Swift deliver vocal harmonies. According to Annie Zaleski, Swift sounds seething and resigned, while Malone adds a sense of longing with his earnest, buttery smooth melodic counterpoints. Some critics opined that Fortnight was stylistically similar to the music of Swift's 2022 album Midnights. Clash's Lauren Webb wrote that the track has a 1980s power ballad sensibility reminiscent of such artists as Roxette, Cutting Crew, and Phil Collins. And The Guardian's Laura Snapes thought that the burbling synths, booming drums and glazed backing vocals evoked the music of the 1975. There were also multiple comparisons to the music of Lana Del Rey, which American songwriters Tom Donovan described as bleak Americana. The lyrics of Fortnight are about the strong impacts of a 2-week romance that leaves behind fleeting emotions. Swift's narrator is a woman in an unhappy marriage, and she becomes a neighbor of an ex-lover, who is now married to another woman. They encounter each other on a daily basis in a suburban American town, watering the flowers in their garden and chatting about the weather. That she lives next door to her ex-lover makes her fantasize about killing the wife and resort to alcoholism to cope with her misery in the double chorus that follows the second verse. Swift's character finds out about her husband's infidelity and desires to kill him also. In the conclusion, Malone's character, representing the ex-lover of Swift's character, fantasizes about escaping to Florida with her to escape the torturous reality that they are in. Some publications highlighted that the title is a British English noun meaning 2 weeks, possibly referencing Swift's previous romances with British men. Google searches for the definition of Fortnight in the United States surged after the song's release. Swift said that the track features many characteristics that define the Tortured Poets department, including themes of fatalism, longing, pining away, lost dreams, and hyperbolic and dramatic lyrics. "I love you, it's ruining my life," explaining her songwriting perspective to Amazon Music. She said that she imagined the setting of Fortnight as an American town where one's American dream never materialized. You ended up not with the person that you loved, and now you just have to live with that every day, wondering what would have been maybe seeing them out. This is the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.